we ready to promote a Platinum Senior Vice President? All right. This Platinum Senior Vice President, she started 5 Links just 13 months ago. Her mother raised her and her 6 siblings in the notorious Cabrini Green housing development in Chicago. The strength, faith, and perseverance her mother displayed is what has inspired her to believe that she can achieve anything that she can imagine. Prior to 5 Links, she was an Illinois state senator. The greatest obstacle that she's had to overcome was helping people rise above their fear and believe that they could achieve their greatest dreams. Her greatest personal accomplishment as a 5 Links representative has been promoting 6 senior vice presidents in just 13 months. Her inspiration to succeed has been a conviction that people are supposed to be better off than they are, and that she has a role in helping blaze the trail for success so that others can see the way. Her words of encouragement: believe in God, in your God-given ability, trust that you have everything you need to succeed, and never, ever look back. Her mentors include Frank and Nicole Kimbrough, Marshall Fortson, and Apostle Joseph Stanford. So please join me in congratulating 5 Links' newest Platinum Senior Vice President, Patricia Van Pelt.
How great is our God? How great is our God? First, I want to give honor to God, who is the head of my life. It's God that has kept me alive all this time. I'm not alive on my own. It's been by His grace. And my very own pastor, Silver Senior Vice President, Apostle Joseph F. Stanford, who taught me how to walk in faith and have been an excellent, excellent leader for me all these years. Thank God for him. And also double platinum Senior Vice President, Frank Kimbrough and Nicole Kimbrough, who have been dynamite in my life, teaching me the way to go. And of course, I could never leave out double platinum Senior Vice President, Marshall Fortson. Excellent leadership. Excellent leadership. I came into this business knowing nothing 13 months ago. The first day that I started, Frank came into my home, and then 7 days later, I was national director. 52 days after that, I was senior vice president. And now, less than a year later, I'm platinum. The question is, how in the world does someone turn platinum, and not only turn platinum, but a total of 7 SVPs, including myself, in 13 months. 7 SVPs, including myself, got promoted, plus a platinum, me, in 13 months. How in the world do you do something like that? You know, how does that happen? It's a very simple answer to that question. And the answer is belief. Believing that you can. And then deciding that you will. and then working like your hair is on fire until it comes into fruition. See, what we don't realize is that our chances are far better than we think. See, we think that our chances of turning SVP or national director or executive director or platinum, we think that those chances, it's a chance we make it there, but the chances are not that good. But I want you to know the chances are far better than you think. Listen to me. I grew up in the Cabrini Green projects, the worst projects in the city of Chicago. By 11 years old, I started using drugs and drinking. By the time I was 19, I realized I was a drug addict. I could not stop using drugs. I could not stop spending my money. My feet were taking me places I didn't want to go. I heard my voice saying things that I didn't want to say. I was no longer in control of my life. I was 21 years old, a high school dropout, a parent, and a drug addict. But how many know my chances were better than they appeared? Because right now, I went back and got that GED. I got the associate's degree, then a bachelor's degree, the master's degree. I'm a certified public accountant. I have a PhD in management, and I'm an Illinois state senator, and I'm platinum in 5 links. How could these things be? The only way these things can be is when people start believing that they can. You walk out of here and believe that you can, and don't let nothing and nobody stop you from believing that. I don't have any special power. I just don't quit. I don't have any special oil to put on anybody. I just don't quit. Because I realized in another universe, we didn't make it. In another lifetime, another life, we didn't make it. We didn't get the 7 SVPs, but we claimed in July, we made up our mind that we were going to turn 7 SVPs this year, and also that I was turning platinum by the end of this year. And do you know what we had to do to make sure that happened? Number 1, listen to leadership. I listened to Frank and Nicole Kimbrough. I listened to Marsha Fortson. Also, because they were teaching us exactly what to do. I called Tupac Derrindacourt, double platinum. I said, you know what? Tupac has turned all these SVPs in this short time. I know he's going to tell me what I need to hear. And I called Tupac. I said, Tupac, I'm ready to turn all these SVPs. Tell me something. He said, Pat, and I never forget it. He said, it's all mindset, don't you? I said, mindset? He said, that's all it is. I said, oh, I knew that. I knew that. I knew it was mindset. Mindset. What is your mindset on? I called Platinum Senior Vice President Thomas Felder, and I said, you turned platinum the fastest, you had the fastest record in turning platinum. Tell me what I need to do. He said, well, for one thing, what got you to SVP, it never get you to platinum. I said, well, how is that? He said, you worked like, like a dog almost trying to get to SVP in 59 days. He said, you will kill yourself before you turn platinum like that. He said, you got to duplicate yourself. He said, you got to duplicate yourself into other people. So I went about to do that. I said, but okay, what else can I do? Because once I started working to duplicate, I'm trying to see where the point's at, right? Where's the points? Points. I called him back. I'm like, Felder, you got to tell me how I'm going to get these points. He said, have a PBR. I said, that's what Frank told me. Have a PBR. It's no secret on how to make this business work. If you want to go to the top, start believing in yourself. I turned the TV off. I haven't watched any television, listened to the radio, nothing since July. Because I wanted to be sure the only thing that was going in my head was what I needed to hear. I didn't want no outside influence telling me what is, what ain't, and all this stuff. I shut everything else out because I was turning platinum in 2014. And I was turning 7 SVPs in 2014. First of all, we got to believe in ourselves. Number two, we got to make a decision that we're going to do this and become financially free. And number three, we got to listen to the leadership we have. These double platinum Kimbros did not get there on their good looks, and they do look good, but that wasn't enough to get them to the top. We've got to listen to our leadership. Follow the system that they've laid out. Understand that there's nothing we cannot do. If I can come from a drug addiction from 11 years old, a high school dropout, all the way to a PhD in the state senate, and to hit the top of the ladder here in 5 links only because I believed it. How many know everybody in here got the same power on the inside? You have power on the inside. And the problem is, we've been letting everybody else use our power. They use our power to make their dreams come true, use our powers to finish their products, use our power to present, and then they get all the credit. But you need to say today, that's over. Because now I know who I am. And as long as I'm willing to believe and then decide to do it, and then thirdly, follow the system that my leaders have put forth, there will be nothing I can't do. And don't think for a minute when it don't look like it's happening, don't think you need to give up. That's when you push in, because it is going to happen. It's going to happen for those that dare to believe. Your chances are far better than you think. Thank you. Thank you, 5 Links. Thank you.